Today on Love at First Flight, we are heading down to the Baltimore National Aquarium so we can show you what it looks like in the time of COVID and social distancing. I hope you enjoy. I had every intention of taking a couple of videos of the harbor to show you what the harbor was like for anyone who had never been to Baltimore, but the rain had other ideas for us. Luckily, one good thing did come out of the rain.
Baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark.
As the rain let up a bit, we ended up walking towards the harbor for our timed entry, which was at 3:30. We did have to wait until that time, and then we entered into the main entrance where we saw this beautiful tank that went all the way up to the top of the building. It was gorgeous. After looking at the tank, you do head to your temperature screening. They have all of these cute little signs that have animals on them so that they remind you how far you should be staying away from others. You then stand in line, and kids are checked right at the front of the line, while adults need to go and do a temperature screening. If you look all the way in the back, you can see that. Once you pass through there and you are good to go, they have nice signs welcoming you back to the aquarium, and you start your way up the escalator to the first part of the aquarium. Every single level you go up an escalator. At the end, you're on like the 4th or 5th floor, and you're really high up. You don't even realize it. And they have a really cute way of getting you down all the way back to the bottom without you realizing that you're going all the way back down to the bottom. And I will show you that at the end of the video. The iconic part of the aquarium is this jaw of a shark. I would not want to meet that shark in open water, which is why I only swim in the Caribbean where I can see them coming. I did take a picture in front of the jaw to show you exactly how big it is. It's massive. It's huge. They do have these cute little signs also on the ground to show you how far away you should be standing. And do you remember that pool we saw with the fish that went all the way up to the top when we first walked in? Well, now you get to see where it goes to. It really, really, really is pretty. And it's pretty tall too. Finally, the sun has come out, the rain has cleared up, and you can see on the opposite side is the Baltimore Harbor, which we're going to take you to another day. Now, this is why I don't go swimming in Florida. You see that gator? You can see it clearly underneath, but as soon as you come up to the top of the water line, it just disappears. Be careful. Keep that in mind next time you go in the water. No, I don't mean to scare you, but really. After that, we headed into the deep water and the ocean exhibit. It was really cool. I love the way how the aquarium turns every single exhibit into some new place. Each one is completely disconnected from the next so that you feel like you're really going into somewhere new. They had these really cool tubes of water that would just burst up with air. And the video does not do it justice. It's really nice and blue, and it really, really is nice, and you really feel like you're transformed into the water right as you walk into that room. Now that room, it does host the open water exhibit. So if you think of it like Finding Dory, where they have the open water, it is right here. You have that massive stingray. You see the sharks swimming around. And that dark spot in the middle, that is their deep ocean portion. where you'll see sharks later on, and it goes deep into the bottom of the aquarium. And I did even find Dory while I was watching the fish in there. You should see if you can find her too. On every escalator, they do have these social distancing reminders, and they also had this nice exhibit about the different waters in Maryland. This is Allegheny, a river in Allegheny, and that's a county in Maryland. Then they go into another area. And they have these nice dioramas that just show you the water line, and you can see what's above and what's below. So next time you go to the water and you take your kids, you can really remind them of what it looked like at the aquarium. Last was Assateague Beach. This is the closest I'm coming to a beach this year, so I had to snap a picture. Before we headed into the area that's usually a touch area, but it's now stanchioned off so you can't actually go up and touch the stingrays and the horseshoe crabs. Hey little Ray, you see his cute little face? They also have jellyfish. They show you where to stand. Again, you cannot get any closer to it than right here. But these jellies are actually really pretty. You're then transformed to another set of exhibits. These have a bunch of different fish in them. They have little places where kids can touch and feel what shells and scales feel like. Of course, they aren't necessarily the best thing to touch during social distancing and in a time of COVID. But before we came into this area, they did give us a stylus if we wanted one, so you didn't actually have to touch anything. And they have hand sanitizer on every single level so that you can feel a bit more comfortable. Oh, we found Nemo. And for all of my Animal Crossing New Horizon friends, they did have a mantis shrimp. So in case you've been pulling those up while you've been diving, they even had a rockfish. Can you see it? You see that little moving brown bit? That's a sloth in the rainforest area. Can you see him? This picture isn't much clearer. But when you go into the rainforest, that is all the way at the top, they do have some more exhibits. They do have a bunch of different areas that you can look through before you start heading back downstairs. And remember earlier in the video when I said there was a really cool way they got you back downstairs? Well, now is the time to see it. You're going all the way through that deep water exhibit that I showed you earlier. You get to see all the different fish. As you walk down 4 flights, as you get deeper, it gets darker. You see the sharks on the wall. And you just keep going until you get to the bottom with all the sharks. Pretty cool, right? You don't even realize that you just went down all of the flights that you had been taking up on the escalator. In this area, you can even see the black tip reef sharks that are swimming around. You'll see one in just a moment. There it goes. Before we headed out, we did check out the dolphin area. Usually, it is an extra cost to see the dolphins, but during COVID, they do allow you to come in and see the dolphins training. They aren't actually doing any shows. They had the male, so this is a male right here in the front of the pool. And in the back, they had the females who were with the trainers working out. So this male right here, he's playing with the ball. So cute. I love dolphins. And you'll get to see him swim around with his ball. But then he's completely overshadowed by the females in the back as they decide they're going to start flipping around. He still has his ball, he's trying. But it's just so wonderful to see the dolphins jumping like that. As we left, there was this beautiful mural on the wall that took us through the gift shop before we got to the jellyfish. So right before you leave, there's this hanging wall art, which is what you're looking at now with all these different jellyfish. And then you walk into the jellyfish, the final jellyfish area, where you see these beautiful jellyfish and then these cute little ones that I'm not even sure what they do, but they're just swimming and they're so cute. We left, we did get a special treat and got some ice cream. They are cash only, but please check them out if you're there. Thank you so much for joining us on Love at First Flight today. Please like the video, subscribe, and comment. Let us know what you like doing at the National Aquarium.